I need the sauce. And I'm like, I am getting murdered tonight. I slept in. I'm getting a little bit of a later start than I would have liked to, but let's go to the garage gym and get some workout in. I am getting hungry, so let's get some lunch going. Even though I love cooking, like any of my other hobbies, my interest in it ebbs and flows. And girl, right now we are in a cooking ebb. I'm having a hard time wanting to do it. And that, my friend, is a recipe for disaster, no pun intended, when it comes to meeting your nutritional goals. And that's why I started using the sponsor of this video, which is Factor. Factor happens to be under the same umbrella that Green Chef is, so it's awesome that I get to bring you quality food like in a different form. So you guys get discounts through both of the brands. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals to your doorstep. And best of all, there's no prep, there's no mess, and they're made from ingredients with integrity. So let us pick one for lunch. Do I want some cran-apple chicken breast and creamy wild rice? There's a shredded chicken taco bowl. You know what? I think I'm gonna go sour cream and chive chicken. I think Factor is going to take quite a bit of stress out of staying on track with my goals, especially during the holiday season. It's super convenient, super easy. There is a method for warming up the food in the microwave and also the conventional oven. I'm choosing the conventional oven because I am doing 2 meals. Because of Stevie. They have over 35 weekly flavor-packed meals to choose from that support a healthy lifestyle and that meet your meal preferences. You guys know that I have been trying to drop a couple of lbs, so I have been mainly trying to focus on choosing from their Calorie Smart options, which have around 550 calories per serving or less, but you're totally free to like mix and match. I've gotten stuff from their keto preferences or their protein packed. I just kind of choose what looks delicious to me. So if you're interested in trying out Factor for yourself, you could head on over to factor75.com or click the link below and use code Beatrice50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Again, if you want 50% off your first Factor box, you can use code Beatrice50 at factor75.com. Huge thank you to Factor for sponsoring this video. Well, Mo, aka Wedgman, aka my mom's birthday is in a couple of days. I'm going to be trying to make its favorite dinner, also its favorite dessert. And I want to decorate the house in her favorite animal, which is sea turtles. So I want to make like a sea turtle themed birthday arrangement. I'm thinking balloon arc. I've never done one of those, but it seems appropriate because we're trying to make that little shit's birthday special. And before anyone gets mad at me calling my mom a little shit, it is one. You want to know what it did to me on Halloween? So this was my first Halloween at this house, right? I was excited. I thought maybe I'd be getting some form of trick-or-treater. The trick-or-treating has been light. I don't know if everyone just kind of does those trunk-or-treat things or goes to those events and like doesn't actually like go around to the houses anymore. But the trick-or-treaters have been sparse. Regardless, I bought candy for the occasion. Turned on my porch light, was waiting for the whole thing. I got one trick-or-treater, okay? One. Stevie was doing dishes. I grabbed the candy bowl, answered the door. And there stood a full-ass adult in a squirrel mask. And this scary-ass trick-or-treater did not say anything. I said, hello. And then it just kind of like shoved a grocery sack at me, like not even a trick-or-treat bag, just like a plastic shopping bag. And I was like, well, this is creepy. I gave them a handful of candy, and granted, it was like shitty candy because I didn't want to be tempted by the candy myself. So I got the bag with like the Tootsie Rolls, Tootsie Pops, Dots, you know, like nothing that was too scrumptious where I would be picking at it. Granted, I still did, but not as much as if it was like chocolate. You know what I mean? So I'm a little shook, right? So like when I'm throwing the candy in this person's grocery sack, I drop some, and then so like I'm picking it up on the porch, and the squirrel walks to the end of the walkway, turns back and stares, and I'm like, I am getting murdered tonight. And so I go back inside. I'm telling Stevie, I'm telling him like, you're answering the next door. And I was like, actually, you know what? I just threw the bowl of candy outside on the porch, so if there were any further trick-or-treaters, they could just get their allotment of candy or take the whole bowl couple, I don't freaking care, and be on their merry way so I don't have to answer the door because that was scary as shit. So I lock up for the night and I'm still like a little bit shook because first of all, I'm a nervous person. Second of all, it's scary. I don't care who you are. That was like not a normal trick-or-treater interaction. Now I was freaking out because this trick-or-treater was alone. They were obviously like an adult or like a teenager, tall child. And the fact that they didn't say anything was really freaky. But lo and behold, it was just my mother playing a prank. And she was so excited about it. I guess she was planning it for like weeks, but I digress. She even said that she was trying to pick a mask that wasn't scary, but I think by accident she picked probably the most horrific mask she could find. I would rather see like some scary mask than that squirrel. Like the squirrel was way more unnerving than if she had picked like a monster mask. I don't know what it was. It was just like that uncanny valley situation, but absolutely horrific. So she is a little shit, and I stand by that statement, but still, I love her, and I'm gonna try to make her birthday special. So let's go see if we can find some sea turtle party decorations. I scoured every store in town for turtle party supplies, and there was just like nothing. If my mom's favorite animal was a shark, there would have been plenty of shark birthday party supplies, but lo and behold, it is not. So I had to resort to online, and luckily everything came in on time, and it's the day before her party, and I will show you what I got and we can start decorating. We got this turtle tablecloth, and it's not gonna be long enough for the table, so I also got these like just regular tablecloths to fill the gap. Found this little Elmo figurine. We got some sea creature happy birthday sign, hanging decorations, aluminum balloons in the form of palm trees and popcorn. My mom loves popcorn, fun fact about Elmo. These little parasol toothpicks. We got some crepe paper streamers, more hanging decorations. These twinkle lights that are shaped like sea turtles. Stuff to make a balloon arch. Stuff to blow up a balloon arch. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's gonna be magnificent, maybe. I don't know. I've never decorated for a birthday party. Oh, I almost forgot these. I found these little shell plates for like the dessert. I'm gonna be making my mom whoopie pies. That's her favorite dessert. If you don't know what they are, they're basically like giant Oreos, but I'm gonna make them in the shape of sea turtles. And then I also found these birthday candle sparklers. I don't know how well this is gonna go over, but it'll be interesting. She's going to be 57. Good for her. Well, I guess the first order of business would be clean off the island, which is always constant chaos. And if you're wondering how many times are we gonna have to watch you clean off this island, probably every single video. It's just a catch-all. But if it wasn't the island, it would be some other surface. Actually, all the other surfaces are problems as well. This is my new plant. I got it from the clearance section. Damn it, I wasn't recording. Well, set up this. Hang a trash ball from your ceiling. It's a decoration. Doesn't it look like a trash ball? No. Does it look like a decoration?
Can anything?
You're right.
Yeah.
Anything could be a decoration. I don't know, it's kind of good. It maybe looks like a bubble.
It's got like an almost disco ball like effect on the lighting.
Okay, I'm almost done fluffing all the hanging decorations. And then we will hang them. But it is a lot of peeling of adhesive tape, of double-sided tape, so it's been taking me forever. Ooh, that's a nice one. Metallic. You wanna go find me? Go ahead. Go ahead. this ambiance. This looks like Turtle Party or Mardi Gras. Don't look at me like this. That's better. I have to hoist my whole body on top of here. It's not easy.
I took 2 steps.
Well, you're tall.
I can just step up onto that thing.
Okay, what am I doing? This is horrible sound. It's my brand. Shitty. Because it looks like shit. I hate this rhythm. Good enough. Riley. I went on my morning walk with Wedgman and then got straight to work prepping the food for the party. I just used box cake because honestly it doesn't turn out dry as hell, like when I tried to make it from scratch. And also I chucked a box of instant pudding in there to give it some integrity because I was going to try to shape these like turtles. The chocolate was pretty cooperative and took on the shape, but the strawberry turtle not so much. The consistency was way more runny, but that is okay. We just will make those seashells or rocks. Also, the first batch of turtles turned out massive because I wasn't sure how much they'd puff up in the oven. Turns out quite a bit of puffing happened. While the turtles were in the oven, I started prepping the veggies. I'm making beef teriyaki bowls, which ended up delicious and easy to throw together for a large quantity of people. Then I whipped the cream myself for the filling, almost to the point of a disaster, and then piped it, which I have very little experience with, so it kept coming out of the back of the piping bag and making a mess, and once that happens the first time, it just kind of doesn't get better from there, unless you have a new bag, which I did not. But here is the finished decor. And we even went to the movie theater and bought a couple of buckets of popcorn for hors d'oeuvres. So it came out pretty decent.
Let me get my sword.
It's a video.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there it goes. Like the
Uh-oh.
other end too.
It's a couple days after my mom's birthday party. I kind of dropped the ball and I didn't film really anything of it. That was kind of on purpose because I don't like shoving a camera in people's faces. It feels icky, especially something where like you're just supposed to be in the moment. But I could have filmed how like the dinner came out. I didn't take any pictures. I only took a video of like the aftermath after everyone already got their food and not like my bowl of food. But my mom did take a picture, so I'll insert that here. Granted, it's half eaten, but it gives you an idea. It's a dish that's at most like sushi places as an alternative to the sushi for people like my mom who are a little bit weirded out by sushi, but it turned out actually really good. I couldn't find like a legit recipe online, so I just kind of winged it and not terrible. Something that I was noticing, however, was that October through really January is just bookended by events. At the beginning of each month and at the end of each month there is some sort of party, some sort of soiree that is just ultimately hard to bounce back from. So like beginning of October we have my grandma's birthday, and then at the end of the month Halloween. Beginning of November my mom's birthday, end of it Thanksgiving, you know, and so on. Ending with my birthday at the end of January. So it's really just half of the entire year studded with these excuses to be off track. Now the way I see it, there are like a couple of ways that you can remedy this. Either be miserable and like try to be disciplined throughout all of those events. You could take a moderate approach and just not go overboard. But my problem is I have a hard time bouncing back. And I think that if I figure out a way to enjoy the day without being off track for the rest of the week, the rest of 2 weeks until the next event, that is where change can truly happen. So I just need to focus on that bounce back and not really worry about being too hard on myself in the day so I could still enjoy my life. So I don't know, that's just kind of like what I've been thinking about lately. I'm not entirely sure because I've ultimately like not been super successful at it because I really love food. I don't know, I'm pretty convinced that there's two types of people in this world. There's people like me who are obsessed with food. I think about the next meal I'm gonna have as I'm eating the current meal. I want there to be flavor, I want there to be textures, I want to have an experience when I eat. And then there's people like Steven who would eat literally anything more convenience-based. Like I won't let him cook dinner because he told me once that he didn't want to dip his chicken in a sauce because it was just like too many steps. He just wanted to like get the eating over with. I was like, no, that is not gonna fly. I need the sauce. It's just not my style. So I don't trust him to cook something delicious. But yeah, I think all of that would be fine if I figured out a way to bounce back quickly and not just let one meal snowball into an entire week of eating bad. And I think getting those pre-made meals delivered is going to help a lot because there's kind of no excuse to go off the rails because it would be like just a waste of that food. But I don't know. Ultimately, I'm still trying to figure it out. It's been years. Anyways, I guess those are the final thoughts of this video, and I just want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!